This is our interview with Adam. What a great guy. They were obviously about to have band practice. They've been doing a lot of social media stuff. If you haven't checked out this album, please do. This is such an amazing bit of thrash, and you should definitely add this to your collection.
Absolutely. So take it away.
And it sounds like you guys have been super busy.
Super
I've been
busy.
Oh,
stalking you on social media. It sounds like you always have new posts and lots of
we're
festivals.
trying, thanks to CJ and Dave. They're really the ones that are out there with social media mostly.
Yeah.
So I have a little presence. Adam doesn't have any, but mine's kind of too.
Yeah.
So
It's tough these days because you constantly got to have some kind of content and
like always, And
Yeah.
personally, I mean, I don't have time. I'm so busy with work and family and everything,
Right. Yeah.
and I'm driving all the time too, which drives me nuts. But yeah, so it leaves you a little time. So
Yeah. Like we had a guy, somebody commented on our YouTube channel the other day, one of the shows, and goes, the algorithm is recommending your show. I hope I've made the right decision. I'm
what?
thinking refunds in the back if you don't like it. What the
Yeah,
hell?
right. Yeah,
Doesn't
yeah,
cost you anything.
yeah,
Mm,
yeah. It's like
pretty ridiculous.
there's the radio show over there too. You can go to that one too.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got to tell you right off the bat, like when I was in college, my freshman year, Kill for Pleasure was the first song that we put on when we were gearing up to go out on Friday night. That was part of our when we were going to go hell raising,
Oh yeah.
that was
Oh,
our
wow.
that was the first song when we were getting dressed and getting ready to go out. Yeah. So
Nice, fun.
yeah.
it was
Yeah,
always this.
that
Yeah.
was tell you a little bit about where I'm at right now. Our studio we're in
Uh-huh.
is our Kill for Pleasure was born in this studio all those years back, and actually very room is where the demo was recorded.
Oh, awesome.
So
Yeah.
all those years ago. So and yeah, it's coming out on vinyl. CJ just said
Right.
the
Yeah.
demo, yeah, it was good. It's fun, right?
Well, tell me about how did you guys get picked up by New Renaissance back in the day? What was that like? Did you deal with Anne from Hellion or anything? Or
Yeah, that Kevin was dealing with Anne back then. I was real limited with that with her, but yeah, he dealt with it. But I guess I think it started with the speed metal hell and thrash metal
oh
attack
yeah.
compilations. And then she was like, oh, you got a good response from that. And she was like, all right, let's do an album. So put together. They didn't give us much of a budget back then at all, or any support past that. But
Yeah.
she got the album out, I guess.
Well, they had really good distribution because I saw New Renaissance records everywhere, at least in Maryland, I don't
Yeah.
know across the country, but I thought they had really good distribution.
I forget the what was it called? The distributor back then. I just remember they were in New York, just Jamaicans, but I
Oh,
forget
I
who
can't
it
remember.
was back. But that's who she had. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah. Yeah.
you know, a lot of people trash Ann, but at the same time, she got us out.
She's a lawyer now, isn't she?
Yeah, I think civil rights lawyer, I believe.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but I haven't talked to her. We've been out. We went out to California. I always send a note like, "Come on to the show,"
Yeah.
Find out. I'll sit with you. I don't care. I mean,
Yeah.
why not? And I got nothing to hide from her, and you know, but she never comes out.
Oh,
And
yeah. I got the impression that you were like their flagship artist, kind of, because
I think so. Yeah.
yeah, you were like their Slayer because it
Yeah.
was like they would have like new release, reissue of Blood Feast, new release, another reissue of Blood Feast. It seemed like you were their kind of their linchpin
I think
artist.
so. I think at that time we were. Yep.
Yeah.
And then and then later on too. I mean, Uchi actually got a battery for a little while, right? And
Yeah.
who else? Who else?
Well, it was that there were it was what's it? At War,
Yeah, yep. At War still.
At War and In Destroy.
And just, I love that album. That
Yeah, that's a really the first one? Yeah, it's really good. Yeah.
yes, that's the only one I know.
Yeah.
Funny story. I was in Denmark in '94, and I'm in this club, and I'm like, what the hell are they playing? They were playing In Destroy. It's the first time I ever heard it. I was like, oh my god, I didn't even know anybody knew it. But
Yeah.
album. It was really great. So,
That's great.
but
Yeah. Oh, Wehrmacht.
Wehrmacht, yep. We
Wehrmacht.
down
Yeah.
with them, and where the heck were we? In Peru. It was Peru, with
Oh,
Wehrmacht.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. That was a crazy night. That was a crazy night.
And then they had that band called Child, Chyld. I love that record.
Oh
That
yeah,
was really good.
I
Yeah.
know that one.
Yeah, it's a little more obscure, but it was really good. Yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah, I think she started the label to try to because she couldn't get signed, and I think the label did better than the band did ultimately.
you're
You
right.
know? Yeah.
Right. And then I know she sang with Dayton. We just played a show at Rage of Armageddon in New York,
Yeah.
and she filled in for the girl Robin who died too. So
Oh, okay. Okay. Sure.
for a while, but I haven't heard from her at all. Like I've even sent notes or something to. I get no response.
Yeah.
So 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 we just had to keep going on our way. Without anything from her. So.
Was she the one who, or why did you change your name from Bloodlust to Blood Feast? How did you kind of change over?
That was because on Metal Blade had a band Bloodlust already,
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
and we were young knucklehead kids back then too, and they're like, because Metal Blade was interested in us back then too, and they're like, yeah, but you got to change your name because we got a band Bloodlust already, and we were stupid kids. We're like, we're not changing.
Blood Feast is better. Blood Feast is better.
Yeah, yeah. Ultimately, it came out better. So, but eventually we changed it, and then then we came up with that new Renaissance. But then later on, I got to play with the band Bloodlust too, and meet the guys.
Oh, cool.
And we've also played with us. I think Steve Gaines, his Anger is Art. That's all they're Bloodlust guys, and
Yeah.
friends with them now. So
Yeah.
I'm band, but
Yeah, we had Sabatini from Attacker on the show back in June. He said you guys did some shows together. How did that go?
it's always fun playing with Attacker. We did our record release party together.
Yeah.
And stuff. So it's fun. We've been in Germany with them. I love playing with them, because a little bit contrast is good too.
Yeah.
And so I always love playing with those guys. And
That's
back in the day when Bloodfeast started,
yeah. They were on Metal Massacre 5, I think.
Yeah, were they? Yeah.
It was funny because Mike had kind of a crappy internet connection. So I would ask him like, how did you get on Metal Massacre 5? And he would go to tell me and he would freeze. And I'd be like, oh. Like he had the best stories, but it was every time he would start to tell one, it would lock up. And it was like agony. We were like,
Did you get back to him and like redo it?
Well, we've been doing this long enough that we just hung in there till we had it, but
a little bit of editing.
Sometimes you have that though. It's really weird. Like we'll have a Zoom call with two guys from Hungary and it's fine.
Oh yeah.
Crystal clear, but Ohio will be like a nightmare. You never know.
Yeah. Sure. Absolutely. I've been in the middle of the desert and had an amazing signal. And I get like in my town back in the day. I a road for a signal, and I was like,
yeah. You never know.
So we loved this album. I was so glad, when you kind of came back together in 2014, and then then now this is kind of the bam bam slam dunk double punch. So you kind of released the title in 2022. So how much of the album was written at that point?
Oh, pretty much all of it. It's taken years. Yeah, actually 2022. Yeah, all of it was written back then. It's taken years to get this album out. It was done a long time ago, and then we went through changes, with losing Chris as a singer, and and then Tom too, and that was just like for recording, and it just wasn't right. So I waited until we had the right configuration to get this done. So it took a long time. So it finally came out. I'm like, oh my gosh.
How was it easy for you to like pick up singing and playing together, or was that a hard transition?
I've done it before, and with I had a band Headlock back in the day, and there's a band Last Remains I had. Well, Last Remains I wasn't singing all, but we turned to Headlock, and then I had band without end at time too. So it was just getting back to it because I haven't done it.
Okay.
And you know what? To tell you the truth, is like I wish that I had done it 30 years ago or more. And I didn't. Like it could have been different too. I know. I mean, I wouldn't have Gary,
Well, it can't be easy singing his stuff because he had that kind of Paul Bailoff wildness to his vocals, you know?
I think the old stuff's actually easy to sing, kind of.
Really? Oh, interesting.
I mean, the response I've gotten to is like they're like Paul Bailoff. You sound like Paul Bailoff. I don't know if you get that,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
but or Jeff Becerra, they were saying that I sound
Yeah.
like. So but Gary, I think it's just all it is really is organic thrash metal singing. That's it. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's vocals. I'm vocals.
Yeah.
I'm not vocals.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Yeah. I was reading this interview with Dave Mustaine. He was talking about Bailoff, and he goes, "Oh yeah, Bailoff had a much rougher childhood than me." And I'm like, "Oh my God,
yeah. Why I don't
what's
know.
rougher than Mustaine's up? You know, good
Why
Lord."
I don't know his story. He had a real bad childhood.
I don't know either. I mean, but for him to say that, good
Oh
God, must have been fucking horrible, you know?
yeah. Well, yeah.
Hmm.
But Gary's here. We asked him to if he wanted to come, but he's not interested. He had fun coming. We signed. He came with us for 2 shows.
Yeah, yeah.
And then we're hoping to actually. He doesn't know it yet. We're going to ask him is for next year's Rage of Armageddon in New York that he comes out and either sings a couple songs or does something with. People would love that. So we'll see if we can get
Yeah.
that.
I like both styles, but I kind of prefer yours. Sometimes he can be a little over the top, and you just
A
see
little, yeah,
Gary? Yeah.
definitely, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I would say I'm we've had Chris, but I'm the closest to Gary then, just because it's organic thrash thing. So
Yeah.
I love singing. We're actually going to record a couple of them that because the original recordings didn't do some of the songs justice, at least recording wise. In time,
I know budget and all, yeah.
yeah. Now we have in-house recording, so we're all good. So
Yeah, is that like what's some of the I mean, I know it sounds like it's easier to get a good sound now, but what are some of the things in the making an indie record now versus back in the day? Like what are some of the things that are good, better, and different,
Well, I mean, back in the day we were using 2-inch tapes. Now we're doing digital.
Yeah.
And and good or bad, we'll just say, I don't know, but the convenience is amazing, and it's right on a computer. You know what I mean? And the whole thing's there instead of having $1 million board in front of you.
Right.
And we know us having CJ is convenient with time, as well. But back in the day, you would spend days and days in the studio. Even for Kill for Pleasure, we spent so much time doing that, and it sounds horrible, and you know what? The studio was like $1 million studio, and I go, even if you came in with a bad budget, right, a really bad budget, like just even doing it live, wouldn't you think you would get a lot better sound than that from $1 million? You know what I mean? But
yeah, I loved it. I love the production on that record. I think it's great.
The bad production is half the charm too.
Well,
but and we were young kids, and some of the timing was all wacky. Now we're better all now because we're older. But so the difference in there's technology. It's today's. It's easier. You don't need $1 million.
yeah.
And all this racks of gear and tons to get good sounds,
Yeah.
So
I think it's every band thing. I mean, Joe Perry, I read an interview with Joe Perry. He hates the sound of the first Aerosmith record. He says it sounds like dog shit.
Right.
I'm like, the one with Dream on, really?
Yeah.
But again,
Yeah.
In his mind, what the band sounded like was
Yeah.
way better than that. And I get that,
Yeah. Well, I mean, as we've gotten older, too, technology comes along, and recording gets better, and better. You're a better musician. You're older. Everything just seems better. But what the hell was I gonna say? is what the hell does it say? I forget what I lost my fucking train of thought. But it's
Well, you guys were so young back then too. Were you in your like early 20s when you made the record?
it's late teens. Yeah, I think it
Oh
was.
wow. Yeah. See,
Yeah.
I mean, like people tell you, you know, adults tell you, oh, it sounds good, and you believe them, right? You
Oh, I
know,
know. Is this is there's a lot of things that sound like Kill for Pleasures. It's the sound's not great, but we love it. I do. I mean, I like it too. And there's a lot of other music I have that are the same way, and it's bad recordings, but we all love those old demos, right?
Mhm.
They're all great. We love those, and they sound perfect, right?
Yeah.
You know, even in their imperfection. And it's
Mhm.
like an old record. You know, you put a record on, and they go like they're like that's the quality's not there, and you go, it sounds like a record. It sounds what it's
Yeah.
supposed to sound like, you know,
Yep.
right? It's supposed
Yep.
to
Raw thrash.
put an album on and it sounds like a record, and you're like, that's what it's supposed to sound like that. So, you know,
What kind of happened with when you guys did The Last Remains and you really didn't think the production was good? What was so horrible about it?
the album that was we recorded it actually twice, and then for whatever reason I don't even know, but and then I just had enough with those guys, and I had to go. So that's when we split up. And I left, you know, and they redid it again without me and called the Chopping Block Blues. That's it, you know. But I have it released, you know, as Last Offering before the Chopping Block, and that's available on but that is the true second album, you know?
Right.
And, but I took one song off it though, which was we did a cover of Black Diamond by Kiss. Everybody back then was
Yeah.
starting to do covers, and I'm not a cover guy, you know, but guys wanted to do it, so I did it with them. And but it turned out Lenny Kravitz ended up singing backup vocals for us on
No
that.
way. How did that happen? Wow.
Isn't that a crazy story? Like, you know, for real, for real. And because he was in the studio, he was in the same studio recording his very first album, you know. And he heard us playing it in a version of it. And he was like, "Wow, that's awesome! I love Kiss," you know. So he was like, "Let me," you know. And then the engineer Doug was like, "Oh, come on in, you know, let's sing, do some backups."
Wow.
And they did them, and they were horrible. Oh my god, I had to take it off, you know. And so I took that song off. I just couldn't stomach it. I couldn't do it, you know. It was really bad, you know. But other than that, but that's the true second album. And if you listen to it, you listen to Kill for Pleasure, Face Fate, and then boom, I call it The Last Offering. Those three, those sound the way they're supposed to. You know,
Gotcha.
you know, where it was Kill for Pleasure, Face Fate, and then did Chopping Block Blues, and that sounded different. A lot of people are like, "God, that album sounds different." They tried to do a little different direction, and that's the least received album of the three. But but those three were sound. That's the sound that you're talking about, like first album. You know, that's you love the sound of Face Fade or whatever. And Last Offering is fits perfect right in there.
Yeah.
It's a $1 million studio, Lenny's first album, whatever. It probably sounds amazing, right? And then here, the Blood Feast comes out the same time, and you hear it, even though the budget's completely different. You know,
Yeah.
Geffen Records. But and we couldn't mention him because he was like, "I'm signed. I just signed to Geffen. I can't be on any of her albums," you know. So and it had to come out sounding the way it did. You know, you would figure it would sound a lot better than that. But
Yeah. Wow. That's a great story.
and
Yeah,
then
I
the
like
engineer, we saw there's this guy Doug. His name was Doug. He ended up. We found like it was probably like around I don't know 5-8 years ago or something like that. We seen he got locked up for robbing a bank.
Oh wow.
I was like, what the heck? You know, yeah. Unbelievable, right?
Wow. Yeah.
Funny.
you
You
never
never know. Yeah, you never know. Wow.
No.
Yeah, you
No.
never know with people the way things are gonna go. It's like I'm shocked on a daily basis, it seems like.
Yeah. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
I couldn't believe what happened with Jane's addiction. I was like, wow.
Oh
Now
yeah.
all of a sudden he's crazy.
Right. I was like, was that staged? I was like, you know, the day before that, nobody was talking about Jane's addiction. Now everybody's talking about Jane's addiction. I don't know, you know.
Yeah.
That's just silly, but I didn't give it too much thought. I was just a wiggle.
So I'm a big fan of your cover art. The
blue guy.
Does he have
Yeah.
a name or a backstory?
On the TV behind you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I love this album. It's it's once again, Drew Elliott, he's been our guy, for all the albums. So
But
except for
he doesn't have a name like Eddie or anything like that.
Freddie.
Freddie. Okay, got it.
So we got to get Freddie a girlfriend and a backstory.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that's like we interviewed
Riot.
Donnie
Riot Five,
Donnie
yeah.
from, yeah, Donnie from Riot. And he gave us the whole story of the Seal, and the new album's got the Seal's got a girlfriend.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, he just got his buzzard there. There's always the buzzard now in every picture.
Okay.
He's on the album cover somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd love to see him on stage behind you.
Yeah. If
Do
you
a
go,
little warm.
yeah, that looks awesome behind. I'll cover up on the screen.
So Dave Kramer is one of your newest members. How did you come to work with him?
Well, after we let Tom go, then we ended up with Dean Rispler. His name is. He's from the Dictators, and I don't know if you know them. And,
Yeah.
Yep. And he was playing with them, and he was friends with some people, and they were like, "Oh, here's Dean." And we tried him, and I was like, "Oh, I was blown away. That guy was incredible. Like best bass player I've ever played with. He was just amazing. And we did the Red Dragon Festival in Tijuana with him, and that was really great. And but we knew that he wasn't in for the long haul, so he was just like temporary. But I'd still take that time with him. I'm so happy. But he knew Dave, so he passed the name along to Dave, and Dave came about. And Dave just walked in too. We got all the guys here rehearsal, so they're all here now. So they're in the other room.
Perfect timing.
Yeah, but so we have Dave now, and Dave is amazing. Dave's a great guy. He fits right in with us, perfect too, and so and he's hungry.
Yeah, exactly.
That's good. Yeah.
So what's kind of the difference between the album title Evolution and kind of the track is Evolution? Is there a difference in definition?
Not really. I just it was just when I wrote that song, that's my little tribute to Dio, just to myself, because I love that song from Dio, and so that was just the reason I gave it that title. But that's it. Nobody really even knows that too much, but that was, yeah, I'm a big Dio fan, so and that's really it. But but Infinite Evolution, it's always changing. Everything. This party is not gonna last forever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Something always changes in life. So
I think we all saw that during the freaking pandemic. I mean, it just was crazy for so many people. I figured Outbreak was no doubt COVID inspired.
Yeah.
So how did you guys fare during that time?
Oh, we took 3 months off for playing, because we rehearsed, because we like to play, and we took 3 months off, and that was it. We played all the time. No, I didn't miss a day of work. I was still out there. I work outside, so
Gotcha.
I didn't. Not a lot changed for me in that way, just because I was constantly working and I'm too. But that's it. I got a lot of friends they had the greatest time ever. But because they were off all the time. Everybody was off and getting paid. And they were like, all right, this is the best time ever. But me, I'm still working and writing songs at the time too. So it kind of gave us, I read songs, so I was busy the whole time. So we weren't out doing shows. That's the only thing. But I still love getting together with the guys and playing, and we have fun doing that. So
Hell's Headbanger seems like a good label. Have they been pretty good label to work with?
I think that they've been great. I don't have complaints.
These guys seem to get it.
Yeah, they make the best product ever.
Yeah, their hearts are in it. You can tell. You can find the stuff easily online.
Yeah.
They don't overprice.
Yep.
It's a good
It's
label.
available around the world, and
Yeah, it's good.
yeah, they're easy to work with. I mean, you know,
Hmm.
we got yeah. So yeah, we like it.
Who had the idea for the video for Outbreak? I love it. It's like, who are the people on the outside? What were they smearing?
Oh, I asked a couple of friends of ours. That was we did that in my garage, and
Okay.
yeah, a couple of friends out there smearing blood all over the, and then they were stabbing too with knives too.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Did you use like prop blood or did you make it?
Yeah, the guy made blood. It was like soap and some other, stuff. So we put down a lot of plastic and yeah, it was good.
That's
Yeah,
good times.
yeah, it
Yeah.
was good. Good, we had a lot of fun doing it. Had a
Yeah, I
lot of-
like your apocalyptic themes, like ravaging the loins of Mary.
oh yeah, yes, yeah.
Oh, I love it.
That makes I don't know. That's a little.
There's a lot of great solos in that song.
Is
I
it?
love solos before the first vocal. I love that. And
Oh yeah,
it's
awesome.
like the Michael Schenker. It's like the Michael Schenker thing, right?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. No,
Yeah,
that's
I
all.
like a song where like the vocal doesn't come in for like a minute and a half. I love it. I'm just like, yeah. Hmm.
Yeah, fun. I like this. Yeah, so we've been
Yeah.
open shows with that. That's been a good song.
It's cool. Yeah.
Did you kind of use the line "Mother Mary comes to me" as almost a nod to that Beatles song, or was it just a lyric?
Just a lyric, but that's what the Beatles song is, right? Is that what it's
Yep.
saying? Mother America. Yeah. Wow, I never thought of that actually. So wow.
How do you think you would fare during a zombie apocalypse?
Well, I do good until I run out of ammo, I guess. How about
Yeah.
right? All good until we run out of ammo.
Yeah.
I always do the Shaun of the Dead things. Remember, he was decapitating him with
Oh,
vinyl.
Sword. You got to get a sword. That's it.
You
Yeah.
need a sharp object, definitely. Yeah.
What's that?
A sharp object. You need, an
Yes.
axe or something. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or a crossbow. Something.
I've got one of those already.
Oh, good. All right then. You're set. Yeah.
Another favorite track was Eye of Glass. Again, so many guitar solos. I kind of like the way in the beginning they kind of sound almost like bagpipes. Was that kind of what you were going for there? Or?
I don't think so. No. but I don't know, just setting the mood, I guess, So
Kind of a droney atmosphere. Yeah.
yeah, but just yeah, it's actually like a waltz feel, that song. Jun, 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 jun,
Yeah.
So,
I guess it was the war kind of feeling. Made me think of the bagpipes across the moor.
yeah. Like, yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
Yes, let's march. Yeah, George.
Yeah.
Oh,
So it looks like you guys played MDF in 2022, right?
we did, yeah.
What was that like? We're big fans. We're big fans. We're Baltimoreans. So yeah.
Yeah, we love to play it again too. It was good. It was good. Gary came down. He played that with us too.
Oh,
So
cool.
having that was a good show. That was a really good show. We had a good time there. It was
That's great.
some guy jumped off the building like hours before.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, it was not good. So, but
Wow.
it was good. Yeah. So
It was wild this year. Like they had, the two stages and you had to cross the road. And right in the middle was this building that there was like half demolished. I'm like, what a perfect backdrop.
Yeah, it looked like it was part of the show, kind of.
oh wow. Yeah.
Like the first Death Angel album with the destroyed building, the ultraviolence. It looked like that.
Yeah.
It was
Oh.
really cool. Yeah, it fit right in with the theme of the show, theme of the festival. Yeah,
It was planned, but I was like,
it was really cool though. Yeah, we took pictures in front of it and stuff. Yeah, it was
oh
cool.
my God. And the one poor guy was selling merch and he had all his shirts on the ground. And we're like, they didn't tell him he had to bring a table. And we thought, day two, he'll bring a table. He did not bring a table.
Yeah.
Hold on one second. I'm gonna tell you guys. Yeah, you guys can set up and stuff like that. I don't want you to stay out. we're in rehearsal. I just want to tell them they can set up. So
That's fine. That's fine.
yeah. All right.
All right.
Good. Nice.
Well, we play a game on the show.
Okay.
So hopefully you'll enjoy this. The game is called Blaspheming Monikers. Okay. So here's how it works. I have 5 band names in front of me.
Okay.
One of them I made up. So you're gonna have to guess which one of these is fake.
Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead.
We'll just keep guessing until either you get it right or I run out of bands. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Black Antlers, Black Comedy, Black Flame Eternal, Black Ancestry, and Black, Black, Black.
Which one is a fake one?
Which one's fake?
Black Ancestry.
Oh, no, that's a real one. They're thrash from Italy. They have 2 EPs.
Really? Oh, wow.
Black Ancestry. Okay, so that leaves Black Antlers, Black Comedy, Black Flame Eternal, and Black, Black, Black.
Black Antlers.
Black Antlers is black metal from Croatia, and they have 7 albums. They're all EPs.
What?
So that leaves
Oh.
Black Comedy, Black Flame Eternal, and Black, Black, Black.
All right. Black Flame Eternal.
There you go. You got it. That's right.
Really, I
Made
would
up. Yep.
be already, you know? That's the
Yeah.
one
He sniffed it out.
It was pretty good. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Some
All
of these
right.
band names I see, I'm just like, really? Did you take 5 minutes to come up with a name? You know?
Yeah. Wow.
Hmm.
And they got 7 albums nonetheless, right?
Right. Exactly. You know, it's just like, and like who in the band went, that's it. That's the name.
Got it, right?
Yeah.
That's a good
Well,
idea.
antlers are big in black metal. They're everywhere.
Wow.
Yeah. Black Antlers, you could see them being in like, I would think they'd be from like Portland or something, you know, like, you know, yeah.
So you have a lot of big festivals and everything coming up. What's the craziest fan interaction that you can recall? I'm going to guess Europe, but I could be wrong.
Craziest fan interaction. Yeah. Craziest fan interaction. I don't know. I remember it now. There was these guys from Australia. I'm not going to name any names, but they knew everything about me. You know, I mean, they knew the words better than I did. You know,
Wow. Yeah.
I actually had I had to scooch out of there. You know, because at the end of the night,
Yeah.
Irish goodbye, because it was like, ooh, they were.
Yeah.
That guy
It's creepy.
knew everything. He knew what I ate. He knew like everything. You know, and I was like that. Maybe that's that. But other than that, I mean, I've signed everything. You know, body parts for everything before. You know, it's been you know things. So some things I probably can't speak about. You know.
Yeah, they're like, yeah, your top Euro drawer, it's too full. You should do something.
Yeah,
about that.
exactly. It's a little creepy. Yeah. Yeah. I've heard that in Germany, like the men will come up after your show and go, "We have a problem. You did not play my wife's favorite song."
Oh yeah, yeah,
They're very serious about this. You know, like they're fucking fanatical in Germany. You know.
yeah. Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And you're like, "Sorry, dude, show's over."
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I mean,
Sorry, Hans.
a
Show's
lot,
over.
a lot of drunken people too, all over you, you know, and
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
fun, you know. But it's been
Confusing you with another band, being like, "I love Hallowaits. It's great."
Oh,
And you're like, "That's not us, dude."
oh yeah. I have, but
Yeah.
So you have another huge festival in August, that Brooklyn Monarchs thing. God, I'm so tempted to go up there for that. Deceased, Nasty Savage, Morbid Saint. Who are you kind of most looking forward to checking out there?
well, I mean, we're friends with Deceased, and we play with Nasty Savage out in Tampa, so it's fun to see them. And then Dave, was from Nasty Savage, gave a little contribution to our album on there, but he's not playing with them anymore, actually. But so I wanted to see them and see what Ronnie does, and just based kind of all the guys too. And
Is Nasty Savage still doing the smash the TV thing? Are they?
Oh
still
yeah,
doing
he
that?
was bleeding all over. Yeah, I was like,
You got to do the TV thing. Yeah.
But he had a good gash on his head. And
Yeah.
bleeding, and I'm like, really? Yeah, I mean, okay.
Forget the sound.
Yeah,
Smash
yeah.
the TV.
I do like the music while he's doing his little sticks. You know, keep rolling on the thing, and it's pretty good. You know.
Yeah, and of course, like Deceased. We've had King on the show too. He's a good friend of ours.
Yep,
I love when he says, "This song goes all the way back to when I had hair."
Yeah. Oh,
He's
yeah.
hilarious.
Fair to me. So then I can really say that. You know.
Well, all of us can check it. I guess.
Nothing. So-
That's
It's all
awesome.
good.
So, what else is coming up next for you guys?
Well, we're off on Friday to Canada for 2 shows.
Wow.
So that's we're looking forward to that. And then we're Czech Republic after that. And then I think we have one in DC.
Okay.
And that's it for the year. So that's actually pretty busy, and working on some new music, and that'll be the focus after that. So
That's great.
Get through the holidays. I'll probably work on
So,
it.
well, congrats on the new album, the tour, and the band sounds better than ever. So good for you guys.
Yeah. We're loving it, having fun. Love the new songs and what we're playing, and we'd like to incorporate more. And we may. We're on the edge of putting the Chosen into the set, so
Cool.
we
Awesome.
haven't yet. Yeah, that's it right now. That's
Great.
busy. Yeah, that doesn't sound like much, but it's busy.
No, it's great.
Oh, it's a
So,
lot.
Yeah. No, it's great.
Yeah.
No, it's great to have you on the show, and
Yeah,
I'll let
thank
you get
so
on with your rehearsal. It sounds like you guys are ready to go. So, no.
Pretty soon. Adam's in the back. Let me say hello to Adam.
Yeah.
Drums.
There you go. There he is. Yep. Hell yeah. Oh, yeah.
Fingers. There we go.
Hello, good evening.
Camera again. All right. So
Love the
Cool.
red drums.
Yeah. Cool looking red drums. Yeah.
we're actually are Napalm Death drums.
Are they?
Yeah, because CJ used to roadie for him, tech for him, and they ended up leaving it here like I don't know, a decade ago or something like that. But he's friends with him. He's but they don't ever want him back. I guess
That's
so.
great.
The CJ's drums.
That's great.
Let's see.
Good for him. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're coming back for him now.
No, definitely not.
Yep.
All righty, sir. Well, thanks
All
again.
right.
Enjoy your rehearsal. Appreciate it.
Thanks
Bye-bye.
for this album.
This is the Snaggletooth Extreme Metal Podcast.